So in linked list, there have there have two different link, that is prev and the next. Prev is a pointer. So the structure or the node have three part or three member, that is prev is for to connect or link with the previous node, and next as always link with the next node, and data part always hold the data or the information. Okay. So here the double linked list is behave like a single linked list, because all the link that is happened by or linked by next pointer field, that is same as per as single linked list and double linked list. Okay. Only the new thing is the previous, that is link with the previous node. Okay. So here the first node, okay, here the first node, that is suppose the value or the data is 20 and this node is allocated at 5000. Okay. And start is a pointer, that is initially the value will be null, initial value should be null, and that means the list is not created. And when the first time we create the list, that time our first job to allocate a node. Allocate the node means a memory of a particular node should be allocated. So how much memory should be allocated for a particular node? That is 1, 2, 3 member. This previous and next is the pointer field that contain 2 byte. So 2 plus 2 4, and data is the integer, so another 2 byte. So total 6 byte. And this allocation can be allocated by the function, that is malloc function. Okay. By malloc, when we allocate this node, and obviously that node, the basic address or the initial address of that node should be allocated, should be held by a pointer, that is temp. Okay. So temp another pointer should be declared into create function, just like single linked list. And the base address of temp suppose 2000, and when malloc return the base address of the allocated memory of this particular node is 5000, and 5000 assigned into temp, that means temp is hold the base address of this node, that is 5000, that means temp is pointing this address 5000. Okay. Now when this is the first node, when this is the first node, so obviously no previous node is there, so that is why prev hold null value, that means we have to assign the null value into the previous prev pointer field. And because of this is the first node, this will be the first node of the list, so obviously after that no node should be there. So obviously next will not link with any other node right now, so that is why next should have the same value, that is null. And data field suppose 20, that should be stored into the data member of the particular node. Okay. So this node will be the first node, and that is possible if start is pointing this node. That means start hold the base address of this node, that indicates this node will be the starting node. So we have to assign this 5000 into start. Okay. So 5000, if we assign into there 5000, so it will link with this node. So that means start is pointing this node is the starting node. Okay. So now we just go to the program field. Okay. Reverse is not applicable for this double linked list because reverse is very easy because there is a link that is pre pointer. By pre pointer we can easily go to the backward direction. Okay. So the new member is, you can see, this is the program of single linked list and we just modify this program for the double linked list. Okay, we just add another member that is star priv. Okay, and same pointer field that is start should be declared here. In the very starting we already told you that is start should be null. Okay, then same number of uh, choice should be there, that is create one, press 1 to create list, press 2 to display, press 3 to insert at beginning, press 4 to add after, press 5 to delete, press 6 to reverse linked list. So we just ignore this 6 and 7 both. So directly if we go through this, exit is for 6. So we have to change in our switch case also because option will be changed. Option has been changed, so our case should be changed. So from here we just make it into a comment box till the exit. So this lines under the comment box so that it will not read by the compiler. So under case 6 exit, right now under case 6 exit has been entered, and other than this 6 case it will go to the default case, that is wrong choice. Now the create function. So in create function, that is, I told you in this situation, that is start was null initially. Start was null whose base address suppose 1000. Now we declare within the program, within the create function, that is temp. Okay, so temp is at, where is temp got allocation at 2000. Okay, now using malloc function we allocate the node. Okay, so how much memory? That is 6 byte, and the base address is assigned into temp, so that is the process. Temp got the address of 5000 of, that is the base address of this node, and now the base address of temp is also 2000, so that temp is pointing here at 5000. Okay, now next is enter the number. Enter the number, that is the data field. Whatever the data that should be stored into the, by scanf function, that should be scanned and stored into the temp arrow data. So which node? That is temporary node. This is temp is pointing any node, that is the temp node. So temp is pointing this node, and now we store the data. Suppose 20 is given by user and 20 should be stored into the data part. Okay, by directly by scanf function. Okay, so now after that we have to check the list is already created or not. If list is not created, so this node is the first node, and if list is already created, we have to insert this node at last position, because during the create session the new node always insert at last position. So now we check if start equals to null. So if start equals to null, this indicates the list is not created, list is empty, and this new node will be the starting node. Okay. So that is why if that is a starting node, so no next node is there and no previous node is there. So that is why both the prev and next field should be null. Okay. So we just go to the code here. Temp arrow next equals to null in the single linked list, and now we insert another line, that is temp arrow prev. Temp arrow prev equals to null also. Okay. So both the pointer field got null. Now if this is the first node, so start should point this node, and that is possible if we assign this base address into the start. And who got the base address of this new node? That is temp. The value of temp is 5000. That is the base address. Whatever the value of temp, that is nothing but the base address of this new node. Okay. So that value should be assigned into start. So that is why start will be point like that. First we assign the value of temp into the start, that 5000 insert at, you can see 5000 insert in assigned into start, and then start is pointing to this node. Clear to all of you? So here I just, you can see the start equals to temp, that means whatever the value of temp is assigned into start, and that means start is pointing this node, and we return, because this for the first node that is over, our job is over, so we need to take a return. Clear? Okay. Now suppose right now list is already created, and then again the create function is occur. Okay. So that time again we have to think from the very basic, that is this is the new node. Okay.